final question. I want to reward Miguel Angel Sanudo, who's with us from Spain. He's staying up late, right? And he joins us all the time. He's got a really great question here for Paul. What do you think if we'd like to diversify our portfolio through real estate investment trust ETFs? Would it be a great way to gain exposure to the global and U.S. real estate markets instead of being stuck in one city? I'd love to hear you guys, both of your thoughts on that.
Yeah, Greg, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go there. My candid answer is if diversification is what you're after, you don't have to get that through a real estate investment trust. You do get that as sort of built in, but there's a lot of other advantages that you don't get because you're not actually owning the asset. So either buying rental properties in different markets is a way to get that diversification, but there's even simpler ways too. There are syndications that you may be able to invest in, private placement funds that have this sort of built-in diversification, and you actually own the asset. And so your control is it is definitely a lot stronger when you invest in either of those two things that I've just described. They're either syndications or actually owning the hard asset. And there's a lot of other advantages there. So from a risk-adjusted return perspective, I would think that a real estate investment trust is not where I'm putting my money. I think there's better options.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, Greg. My brain immediately went to, hey, again, you sound like a broken record. It depends, man. If that fits your investment objective, go for it, right? Most of the investors I talk to, it doesn't fit their investment objective because they get into real estate because exactly what Greg said. They like the fact that they can control things a little bit more, right? Most of my investors and students, they come from a stock portfolio or a normal asset kind of portfolio. I say normal just because that's people outside of this community think of as normal, right? You got your stocks and bonds and mutual funds, but you really have no control over it, right? Like, we're able to pick up a bunch of retail shopping centers because their stock price of these REITs that own them are getting crushed, even though the underlying actual real estate is performing beautifully. It's performing, it's cash flowing, it's growing, it's wonderful. But their stock price is getting crushed because of public perception. So we're able to come in and buy a performing asset at a great discount because their stock price is getting crushed. To me, that's like an alternate universe. That doesn't make sense, right? So to me, it's like it's control, and when you have, I like the fact that in real estate, I'm not a control freak in most areas of my life, but I like to know what I can control my money, right? And so for me, if that level of diversification and like truly hands off and you don't want anything of control whatsoever and you're okay with the ups and downs of public perception, great. Again, there's 100 different ways to make money plus in real estate and ETFs and that kind of thing or REITs. Wonderful. Go for it. If that fits what you're looking for, dude, full stream ahead, because hopefully that puts you on your path to get you where you want to go. Wonderful. That's what we really care about, right? But when you scratch a little bit below the surface, if control and a little bit of you can build your portfolio how you want to build it is part of your DNA and how you're structured and what you like, then I would say that doesn't hit that objective. Or real estate ETFs and like doesn't hit that objective. Not right nor wrong. I'll be very clear. I'm not saying don't or do. I want to be very clear. It's different. Everyone needs to make that choice, but be educated and be knowledgeable about what those choices are. And again, it goes back to investment objective. Once you get super clear on that and what you want, then once you understand your options, then you can make that decision whether it's the right thing for you or not. Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous to ask that question, but I had a feeling that you guys would over deliver on that, and it totally crushed. That was really good.
I love